I'm Tony Sklar for BNet TV. I'm here live at the CTIA Wireless Conference in San Francisco. I am with Brent Dusing from CellFire. How are you?
I'm doing great today, thanks.
Excellent. Listen, this is a great conference. CTIA is always one of my favorites. I'm sure this isn't your first?
No, it's not our first.
No,
it's probably our sixth.
At least?
Yes.
And haven't you noticed that the fall conference, which generally is one of the smaller of the two, it's huge.
It's huge, and it's also a lot of content providers like us, and a lot of folks you see like Moby TV are here in a big way.
Let's talk about CellFire. Give me my good elevator pitch.
So what CellFire is the ability for consumers to save money at their favorite stores and restaurants simply by using their mobile phone. So you can use your cell phone. It works on every carrier. In fact, we're on deck with 6 of the top 12 carriers. You can walk right into your favorite locations: Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Hollywood Video, TGI Fridays, Papa John's Pizza. Show your phone to the cashier, get your discount, walk right out the door. No clipping coupons, no mess.
Is there a barcode? Is there
It's actually a code that's keyed into the point of sale.
Okay. So they take that, they key it into the point of sale, and you get your discount right there and then?
Yes.
Now, how do I not share that with my friends?
Because you actually have to show the code to have it redeemed at the retail location.
And that code is only good for one time?
Correct. And you can actually share the CellFire application with your friend. So there's a share with a friend feature where you can send your buddy CellFire. So that's how you share with your friend.
And how long did you come up with this idea?
Well, we founded the company in January of 2005.
Okay.
And we've been running hard ever since.
Wow, that's amazing. How many people are you?
36 people.
And how long did it take for you to actually code the application once you had gotten it to pass your proof of concept?
Good question. We founded the company in January of 2005. We did our first beta release in December of 2005, and then we launched nationwide in July of 2006.
So you hit the ground hard running.
Yes.
And you have been going north ever since.
That's the only way we know how to do it.
I like that. So tell me, what are some of the hurdles that you needed to overcome, though, in this whole process?
Well, as you know, when you're coding for the mobile platform, there are 5 major platforms in the United States you have to code for. Handset manufacturers' phones behave differently, and even specific phones inside a handset manufacturer behave differently. So you're constantly making the software work for the new phones that are released and the new phones that come out, carrier specifications, and then obviously the thing we've built expertise in, which is how do you make a coupon accepted at 10,000 different locations nationwide, which is where CellFire runs.
Now, how do you do that?
Well, that's a lot of our secret sauce. We've built a lot of expertise inside the organization of working with retailers, their point-of-sale systems, their operations teams, to actually be able to make the coupon effective.
And how does a retailer or a customer come and find you?
They can go to cellfire.com, to our website. They can give us a call at our 800 number and get signed up.
How does a retailer, though, who wants to get into a program like this, how do they get
how does that work?
How
does it start?
Absolutely.
Sure. We've really simplified the process to allow any retailer to use CellFire and use the same steps they would if they're going to run a paper campaign. In fact, it's even better because A, it's shorter. And with a paper campaign, you've got a long print cycle, and then the newspaper's being shipped out. Obviously, things update wirelessly over the air, very instantaneously. Secondly, we provide a lot of rich data back to that retailer that they don't have with paper. With paper, they have no visibility into who's actually seen the offer. With us, they have a lot.
Good, solid metrics.
Absolutely.
And that's one of
success metrics.
That is one of the keys behind a lot of the companies that we've been talking to here. Is the only way to be able to grow is to analyze those metrics and go forward with them. And going forward, how do you intend to continue to grow your company?
Well, we're going to keep growing the number of retailers that you see. We have, as I mentioned, a lot of 10,000 locations nationwide. Large businesses, small local businesses, we're continuing to expand into that. We're also growing into deepening our carrier relationships with people like Verizon and Boost and Alltel. And you'll continue to see, in fact, we just launched a partnership with Nokia last week where we're actually available on a lot of their handsets now, downloaded directly from the handset. So we're continuing to deepen our partnerships in the mobile ecosystem.
And let's talk about outside of North America, your plans expansion beyond that.
I think next year you'll see CellFire overseas. So, for anybody that's watching that's interested in expanding, CellFire into an overseas country, the time to start having the conversation is now. We'll start to look at that in 2008.
That's a really good point that you just made. The time to do that is now. What is an implementation process like for you?
Well, for an international customer?
For any customer.
Okay.
How long does it take to get from start to finish?
Sure. So it's 2 different answers. For an internal U.S. customer, if it's, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, from the signed contract, we got them up and running in 3 weeks. To do an international implementation, if we were going to say launch in Hungary or in Korea, South Korea, That's more getting involved with who are the right carriers, the right handset manufacturers there. How do you then, who are the key retailers working on the consumer education? And that, of course, is a longer process.
Wow, that's, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Simplicity at its best.
Absolutely.
Coupon clipping and saving all in your handset. You don't have to go anywhere. I like that.
Thousands of dollars worth of savings today on CellFire. So if you don't have it, do yourself a favor.
And you can download it direct. It doesn't have to be...
Absolutely. You can go on the carrier deck for those carriers that we're on deck with, or you can just go right to our website or send a text message to 22888.
A text message?
Yeah, you can just text in to 22888.
Well,
start saving.
Right from your handset, you can just start saving.
Yes.
What's the number again?
22888.
22888. I got a cameraman that's pushing that in right now.
888.
I am with Brent Dusing from CellFire.
Right.
I'm Tony Sklar at CTIA for BNet TV.
Thanks.